Please welcome Jotan Afanador. Straight up, there's a lot of great drum sets out there, a lot of great drum manufacturers. Yeah. Why CANOPUS?
I just love their particular sound. On them, and I just fell in love playing them. I was like, oh my gosh, this kid sounds so badass.
Now, you're here at Romeo, and ironically, Romeo, also born in July, also born in 1981. It seems like you guys are just a natural fit.
Yeah.
What is it like working with Romeo?
It's an incredible feeling because he's very particular. He's very detailed. He asks for a lot. You know, like he wants everything to be perfect. He wants it to be tight. He wants to give the fans the best. So I guess we kind of have that same connection where when I'm on drums, I want to give my best. You know, I'm playing my heart out anyway.
When you go back to playing with Aventura, what was that experience being in really one of the largest Latin bands in the world and playing in front of large audiences?
Yeah, definitely. You're right. It was almost like the Latin Beatles, they call it. We're the Latin Beatles, but amazing feeling because we also came from the Bronx, all the guys, and I was able to grow with them. We used to play in clubs, in festivals, and theaters, and Sweet 16 parties. And weddings, and then now to keep on and going from arenas to stadiums and big giant festivals, it was like a learning experience also with them because besides them I used to play like jazz and pop with other artists, but then hooking up with them was like molding something new that was never done in bachata music, in this style of music, which this is a lot of dancing in this style of music. But then we incorporated the drums, which I'm the native, the first guy to do it with Aventura. And it just blew up. Now all the other bands incorporate the drums in bachata.
You know, for your career, we're here at MetLife. I saw a sign when I walked in, show sold out. You're playing at a different level, regardless of what genre you're at. You're playing a large arena. Does this ever get old?
It doesn't get old. Each time I look at it, it feels like the first time. Like I get these goosebumps, like, wow, this is amazing. You know, it's a privilege. It's a beautiful thing where people actually come to see us play. And it's just rewarding, you know, to be able to come out. It's a blessing from God. I don't take it for granted. You know, to see this is like, wow, I can't believe I'm here. Once again, thank you, Lord.
And you're out here doing your thing. And what I love about your style of play, you look very, very relaxed. You're not playing extremely hard. You're very focused, but you're very, very relaxed. How did you possibly get that style in an arena setting?
That's a good question because some guys would be like, normally the guys would play hard and they get used to playing, strong. And so I think with them, I've learned a lot, with this style of music where I can't step on the other percussionists' toes. So I have to have like finesse, texture, and I have a lot of dynamics. And then when it's my turn to really come in strong, then I'll lay it down, whether it's fills or groove. And so that really taught me a lot, to have discipline with them because obviously I'm in and out playing different things.
Now I noticed with tonight with Romeo's setup, you brought up a great point. You are not the only percussive instrument on that stage.
Exactly.
You have a lot to work with.
Totally.
How do you work the dynamic for the typical musician and drummer who doesn't have to deal with another drummer or percussionist? How do you work with so many percussionists to know where you step on someone's toes or where you come in?
Well, that's good. I believe since the main percussionist is bongos and guida, they're constantly playing. So we have a similarity between the hi-hat and the guida, and he also has a bass drum. And so this style of music, he keeps the groove most of the time. But when he's out, then I come in. And then there's certain things that we both play, and we play the exact same thing. And so it's all about listening to one another. And just all the breaks that they do, I do it with them. And then there's opportunities where it's just drums. Like I can do a fill within a bar or two. And so I have to listen to what they're doing, play together, but then some space for the drummer. Like leave the drummer some, that type of thing. So definitely have to have, your ear listening to each other as one.
working with such a large group in such a large arena, what are some of the challenges that you face as opposed to maybe a smaller venue and maybe a quartet or a trio?
Well, you look at a lot of things. What the band is playing, what I'm supposed to play, what I'm not supposed to be playing. Also different styles that they incorporate within this style of music. So I have to have a lot of things in mind. Also, you know, there's times that I can't play super loud. I got to be softer. I have to be dynamical. But then you look at what's going on with the sound. Like, obviously, if I play something, I mean, the sound here is incredible. So you get picked up. Every little detail gets picked up, and then the artist is very picky. So I have to, you know, think about all those things versus when I'm playing like in a smaller venue or club. If it's a funk gig, then it's the drummer carrying the whole band. So in this case, I'm like the frosting on the cake, the sprinkles. So I have to have a lot of things in mind so I could be that to shine, you know what I mean? To get that flavor.
Now, for the folks who aren't here, they're going to look at Jotan and they're going to say, wow, MetLife, he's made it. Which is true, but what they don't realize, and what I've come to learn from being around you is, there's a tremendous amount of rehearsal and work that goes into this. Talk about that.
Yes, we've rehearsed like a month and a half, almost 2 months, from like 7 to 12, almost 5 hours of rehearsal every day, nonstop. And the week before, which now we're here at MetLife, and we've been rehearsing more intensively, like at SIR Studios. So the whole rundown with our sound, our gear, and like the whole show. So it's been quite some, you know, tough rehearsing because he wants it perfect, you know, we want to sound tight. And we're playing with other artists. He has all the artists that he grew up listening to that made hits. He recorded this record and with them on it. So they're all gonna be here tonight and we're playing with them. So it's gotta sound exactly like the CD, and then there's some space to kind of have some new things on it, you know what I mean? So it's pretty interesting.
Now, at 38, you had a great career. Even if you stopped at Aventura, that was a great career alone.
Totally.
To go on with Romeo is even more phenomenal. Yankee Stadium, MetLife, who knows where you're going after here, maybe Mars. Where can your fans look for you to go? Where do you go from here?
I would say Instagram, Facebook. There's some stuff on YouTube. I'm getting ready to do a lot of new videos with some of the, you know, new drums that I have from CANOPUS, the R type. And I'm also doing my record as a solo artist as well, which I produced a song and released this called Escándalo, where I'm singing and playing drums. So at the same time, from Romeo and the other artists, I'm kind of doing my thing as well. And pretty soon, you know, be expecting at least some singles coming out every few months.
What, as a musician with a long career ahead of you, what have you started to think about? I'd like to do that. Either it be producing, managing, or doing something different away from the drum set. What interests you?
There's quite a few things. I think that would help me to just gain a little more, so I could put into what I'm doing. But I love definitely the whole thing of just producing, arranging, singing, as well as like getting into the whole managing. Because once you put your own thing, it becomes like you're the leader. The leader has to go first, you know. So having all those things on top of you, then you're ready. You have the parachute, you're ready to go. So that's what I've been doing actually now, just gaining a little bit of everything alongside the people that I'm you know, hooked up with, you know. So that's what I've been doing.
Now talk about, as a player, you've obviously mastered the Latin feel. You've combined elements of jazz. Where as a player have you not gone that you thought about, I need to go there, that's my direction, that's my future?
Well, that's cool. I think now, like, singing and playing drums is where I'm starting to, before I was like, I need to go there, I need to start, because my mother's a singer. So it's like I've been wanting to sing for all these years, when I produce in the studio, I give a lot of ideas. So now I've been kind of saying, okay, I got to do more of that. I got to do more of that. I got to push myself. Because I've done like all styles of music, like reggae, Brazilian. But now it's just incorporating all of that and then now just, you know, bringing it out. That type of thing going on now. So that's what we're working on right now.
And I could see in your playing and in your face, the passion is there as if you're still 14 years old.
Oh yeah, totally. Totally.
You're feeling
feel
this.
Always. Every moment I sit up, even in the studio or another gig, it feels like we're kids again, you know? Just playing. That rush, that fury, like that furia they call in Spanish. You know, that energy. But yeah, I still love it. Just looking at the drums, how beautiful, how amazing they sound. I still got that first love. Totally. Like, love at first sight.
Now I know there's going to be some kids watching this, and I know they're going to say to themselves, I want to be like him. You're talking to a young drummer, and he says, I want to be like Jotan. What's your best advice?
Be consistent. If you have the love and passion for it, you're gonna do it amazing. Just keep on going. There's gonna be some ups and downs like a roller coaster. But if you really love it and you wanna do it, you just don't think about the money, do it for the love of the instrument, the music.
So Jotan, let's leave it up to your fans here.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to them? They can expect something solo in the near future.
Yeah.
They can look for some more videos.
Exactly.
They can watch for some social media.
Totally do that. And you know, let's stay connected. Be connected with you know, the drumming community. And whatever you want to do, just go for it. Don't be scared. Even if they tell you no, don't accept no.
And you love to hear from your fans.
Oh, I love it. Sometimes I stay in touch with them. They write, and I'll check out their things and, you know, write back. So definitely tag me, you know, post some pictures or hit me up, and you know, we'll get connected.
And folks, it's Jotan Afanador. We're here at MetLife Stadium. He's going to have a great show tonight.
Yep.
You had to hear this guy play. Wait till you see some of our video. Check it out. Go back to CANOPUSDrums.com. Peace.